Okay, so The Avengers. Oh my god, it was an awesome movie. There was good acting, good effects. I think every character was used really well. It was a whole lot of fun. Yeah, the story wasn't all that original, but that didn't stop Avatar from making $4 billion, now did it? This is the payoff that we deserved after all these years of waiting, and I've got to say, if you have not seen this movie, you need to... What do you mean? No, I'm reviewing The Avengers. I haven't reviewed The Avengers yet. Because everybody's reviewed The Avengers. I want my turn. What do you mean I'm not supposed to be reviewing The Avengers? Dark Shadows. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, Dark Shadows is based off of a vampire-esque soap opera from the 1960s. About a man named Barnabas Collins who was cursed by an evil witch named Angelique and turned into a vampire. This is starting to sound a lot like my trailer review. Alright, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. For you original Dark Shadows fans, hoping to see that show you love plastered onto the big screen, I'm sorry. Yeah, this movie was not Dark Shadows. Going into this movie expecting an updated version of the original series, it's just not gonna happen. The original Dark Shadows series was dark, atmospheric, and serious, and soap opera-y. But it was still good. This movie, however, is dark, and it does have atmosphere, and it has its serious moments, but it's not the same thing. Alright, so about the movie. Alright, so the acting was good. I give credit to all the actors. They did a very good job. There are no complaints, problems, or gripes coming from me. The characters are a little cardboard cutout, like the teenage daughter who hates everybody, and I consider that a little lazy from Tim Burton, considering I've seen this character a million times. The story was alright, it was just filled with a few too many plot threads and characters, and it ended up getting really muddled together. I did enjoy the humor. This movie does have a really good look, like with a lot of what Tim Burton does. All the characters look interesting, all the sets are nice, the landscapes, it's very Burton, and while I wouldn't call it his most imaginative, it still looks good. This movie was just a little muddled. I know it's a dark comedy, but instead of blending those two genres together, it felt very spliced. You were either in the dark movie or you were either in the comedy. You never really seemed to be in both at the same time. But like I said, this movie wasn't bad. I enjoyed myself for the most part, and I attribute most of that to going in and knowing that this wasn't going to be essentially updated version of Dark Shadows. This movie just really isn't Dark Shadows. Yes, characters have the same name, yes, the story is the same, but it's just the feel of the movie and the feel of the TV series are completely different. The only thing visually to comment on is the CG effects. You know, when you're sweeping into a CG-esque landscape, it looks alright, but when you have the CG interacting with the characters, it's really, really fake looking. What comes to mind is, and you see this in the trailer, when Barnabas is wrapped up by chains and in his coffin, it is so fake looking. It's really, really bad. So the acting was good, the atmosphere was good. I liked a lot of the dialogue. Like I said, it is pretty funny. It just, I don't know, I feel like it gets a little old after a while. Yeah, the effects were hit and miss, but I don't think they did anything to impact the good parts of this film. So is Dark Shadows a good movie? I thought it was alright. It wasn't Tim Burton's best, but it was still a better vampire story than insert obligated Twilight joke here, and I found that I wasn't sorry I saw it. So if you want to watch Dark Shadows, I say go ahead. I thought it was alright, I'm just not going to go out and see it again.